Hey everybody, and welcome back to the With Phillip Garcia show. I'm here with one of my favorite guests that I have on. A lot of the time we like to get to know people on the show, but this time it's just always fun to goof off with a good friend. This good friend happens to be absolutely shitty at the one job he has to do on another podcast, so we're going to see how he does today on this podcast. That's what just happened.
That was rough.
I'm just fucking with you.
That was rough.
What's it called? We have other buddies who call him to phone in for another podcast. What is it? Thoughtless Experiment?
Thoughtless Experiment, yeah.
And he just completely forgot about it. Which fit right into the role of you playing the devil.
Yeah.
Because the devil would blow off a Tuesday meeting.
Yeah, he was not showing up.
Yeah, the most productive work day of the week. The devil's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know. What a life it would be to be the devil.
I would rather be the devil than God.
The God seems like he has a lot of complaints.
God gets all the blame.
Right.
He gets all the blame. No one ever says, devil, damn it.
Right.
Or Lucifer, you motherfucker, you got me.
No, they do.
I never hear anyone.
Well,
Really?
it's like, yeah. Oh, the devil's beating his wife today. That's actually an expression that means that the sun's out when it's raining. That's some little southern slang for you.
I've never
Did you
heard
not know
that
that
before.
Really?
Yeah. You know what we call it when it's raining, when it's sunny out up
in Michigan?
Yeah, we say, "Oh, look, the sun's out while it's raining."
How weird is that?
That's what we just.
We say, well, looks like the devil's beating his wife today.
That's so ridiculous.
Why? I think it makes perfect sense. It's a flawless saying. How are you not getting that?
It's sunny while it's raining.
Yep.
Looks like the devil's beating his wife.
Exactly.
It don't make.
It's
no
a beautiful saying.
What? No.
Yeah, it makes everything said in the
doesn't
South
make
is
sense.
made like it comes from a concrete thing.
I don't get it.
Everything that's said in the South is like just people say it and it means something every single time.
That's not anything. You can't just say something.
I can
and
say
then
that.
Okay, so let's make up a southern. We're in the South right now. We're both
Let's
in
think
Texas.
of a couple. Should I look some
make,
up? Look some up. Look up some Southern sayings real quick on your phone. I'll think of one right now.
We do have one in the north, where maybe this is everywhere, where it's orange sky at night, sailor's delight.
What?
Or no, red sky at night, sailor's delight.
Right on.
Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. And that's if it's...
That might just be anywhere there's water.
But no, if you have a red sky, yeah, maybe. Because we do have red sunsets in Michigan.
Yeah.
And we're surrounded by water. But sailors used to use that. My grandpa was a sailor. He was in the Navy. And the red sky at night meant they were going to have a beautiful day on the water.
Right. A red sky here means it's a good day to milk your cows. I'm fucking with you. I was being completely sarcastic when I said every Southern saying is made in concrete. They're terrible.
Chewing gum.
I recently heard, I don't know if this is correct, but it's a fun idea, that the Southern accent is a derivative of chewing tobacco.
Really?
A mix of cultures, of course, but the shortening of words comes from the use of chewing tobacco. Like you all.
Oh, because they had a mouthful
lippin'.
of lip.
Right.
Y'all. You all.
Right. Which is interesting to think.
That's what they say. I'm from Oakland
Oakland?
County.
Yeah.
But because people just said it so fast, it became Oakland.
Do you really think they were ever calling it Oakland?
Yeah, I do. I believe when they
Welcome
first...
to Oakland.
Yeah. Oakland.
Okay, maybe.
Oakland.
Right. It's like people who have the last names that end with son. You're like, what is a...
Parkinson.
That's... Your dad shook a lot.
We knew a Parkinson. We had a Parkinson family in our town growing up. All of them shook.
A lot?
No, their last names were Parkinson.
Is that what... Maybe Parkinsons are just friendly people who shake a lot of hands. Hey, that reminds me about my sponsor.
So we were just on Y'all. Oh, do you want to say your sponsor?
No, yeah, it's just JOK.
That's funny.
Designs. Go for it.
Y'all was the first one.
For what?
For sayings. For top
Southern
50
sayings?
Southern sayings, y'all. And we just covered it.
Dude.
So it's with the tobacco.
I work by the pool and British people come in all the time, and I come up to them, I'm like, how can I help y'all today? And they go, what? I'm like, how can I help y'all today? They go, they really do say it here. They really do. I'm like, I'm sorry, can I help y'all with something? They're just like, I'm not
They're
thinking
looking
about
at
it.
you like you're a zoo animal.
Right. I'm like,
They sound just like the moon.
and it only gets worse because I'm always like, and if you need anything, my name's Phillip. Y'all just feel free to wave, holler, or whistle, however y'all can get a hold of me. It's a pool.
It's a pool.
It's a pool. What's the next one?
You should say it's an ool.
Hey,
It's an ool.
just start fucking with them.
Notice there's
Hey,
no
that's-
P in it.
I'm gonna start. That's a
Let's
lapidilla.
keep it that way. Get it?
Nice. I thought you were going with just making up words.
No. Ool.
Hey, you go and
Notice
get into
there's no P in it.
lapidilla real quick.
All right.
We're back out. Use one of them tizzles.
Tizzles. Tizowls.
Tizzow.
Tizowls. We're living in high cotton.
Oof. I think we should skip over that one.
Moving on.
I think we know where that one comes from.
We know exactly what that means.
Yeah,
You don't
jeans.
like suede.
We wear a lot of jeans down here.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
I guess that's a Southern saying. Bless your heart. You hear
Bless
that
your
every-
heart is, but it's not
Bless
a
your
good Southern
heart.
saying. It means like, oh, you're retarded. It literally means that.
Oh, really? Because
Yes.
it says it's a phrase to show appreciation to someone who brings you a glass of sweet tea.
I wouldn't use it like that. I would be like, oh, David tripped and fell on his face. And I'd be like, man, bless your heart, David. Which means, you dumbass. There's literally commercials from where I'm from that like it means that.
Yeah. Bless your heart.
And when you get here, bless your heart.
I see. It sounds nice to me.
Of course it does.
Bless your heart.
It's like someone speaking Spanish around you, and you're like, oh, they're probably talking about how nice the weather is, and they're really just like talking about how gay you are. Every time I get an elevator at work, dude, I'm in hospitality. So
I
there's
used
a lot
to
of
get so-
Spanish-speaking people, and I'm just like, I'm getting roasted right now. I can
Yeah,
feel it.
you know when it is. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to. I learned some when I worked at a ramen place in LA because I only worked with Mexicans,
Mm-hmm.
and they talk so much shit. The point where it, like,
Of course.
the first word I had to learn was niñas.
Uh-huh.
Because whenever I walked in, they would go niñas, which means girls,
Right.
and I always was like, "What the fuck are they saying?" And I think they were calling me a girl. I don't know
Huh.
for certain, but
They were calling you something, dude.
so I reported them to the INS.
Oh
And-
my
No, I didn't. I'm kidding. Could you imagine?
No.
That'd be the worst.
I couldn't imagine what it would be like to be
no one
kidnapped
would,
from the
no
country
one
I
would
live
get
in.
their ramen that day. It would be awful for West Hollywood.
Wow. Here's what I was just thinking about for a second. I just realized that we just came off of a weekend with 4 mass shootings.
Did we?
Yes.
I know of two.
Yeah.
What were the other
The
ones?
grocery store one was horrific.
The grocery one store. The guy is alive. So like we need.
He surrendered his weapon. I heard someone make that argument the other day, and I was like, it does make sense as an officer coming up onto a scene of a crime that you don't know what's going on. If someone surrenders their weapon, it's not like they walked over all the dead bodies first and then they were like, this guy's a monster. You know, it was probably the guy probably planned it out meticulously. It's a terrible situation. I don't think anyone needs to be talking about the fucking politics of it. I think people need to be talking about just asking people how they're doing. Let's get into that point. What's up? Come on in. You're fine.
We need to, since he's alive,
Yeah.
I think we need to psychoanalyze him to the full T of
To the core.
law.
Right.
So we and then
Guantanamo Bay his ass.
we like fucking start minority reporting this shit.
Right.
Like we need to get better. Most of these guys
Yeah.
usually die in the crossfire or kill themselves. This man didn't kill himself. He needs to be psychoanalyzed, and then he needs to have a very
Yeah.
public trial that makes an example out of him. And I think he should either.
But the chances are, David, he's probably just a fucking crazy person who couldn't like. That's the problem we're dealing with. Is maybe some people do come into a rage form, which is probably the case. But there's also it's just the man. He's probably just mentally incapable of even knowing. Clearly, a mentally well person would know not to do something like that if they were angry. There's a lot of missteps happening in our communities. There's a lot of missteps happening all the way down to parenting that just kids are getting handed iPads and fed them basically. It's crazy. What I was getting at is I have to do this after 4 fucking weekends, after 4 shootings in a weekend. I have to host a gun store show this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm on that
Yeah.
show.
Isn't that fun that we get to do that?
That's actually nerve-wracking now.
I
that
just
think
thought
about
about that.
That's nerve-wracking.
We are literally going to be performing the epitome of the zeitgeist right now. People are getting slapped for doing comedy on stage. Shootings are happening.
and we're doing a
And
comedy,
we're doing a comedy show in a gun store.
Yep.
I couldn't think of more of a synthesized nod from the universe than what this show is right now.
Yeah. I guess for us,
Well, yeah, it's just
very individually.
yeah.
Yeah.
the ironic comedy. I call it universal comedy because it's provided by the universe. It's just like, what the fuck? I'm like, it didn't occur to me today until I shared it like 3 times through different methods. Hit a do 512, and then I'm like sharing it. I'm like, everyone's talking about how we need to take away all the guns, and I'm like, I'm not a political person.
It's just such a ridiculous argument, though,
Right.
that I'm
But
tired
then-
of, because it's like
Right.
you're never taking away Americans' guns.
No.
It's never going to happen.
No, I don't think it should. If you want to ask me my stance, I'm pro-gun. I think everyone, it's what keeps us being America.
I'm pro-gun, and I'm pro-using Big Brother to catch these fuckers before they kill people.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know
if
how
we
that
have
would happen. How would we have caught this
fucking
guy?
check all our phones.
He streamed on Twitch, didn't he?
And this is crazy because it's like I have messages in my phone and I'm like asking people where to
Right.
find mushrooms and stuff, and that's federally illegal. But I think
sure.
there should be algorithms that don't read your text but find causations that are similar to what this man was searching and this man was looking up and what this man's travel patterns
Yeah, but
were
then
with his
that's
phone. Where
a
did
very-
he visit
that's
the
literally-
weeks leading up to this event?
that's the
Did he
backdoor
visit the
law.
location? Did
It
he
is-
visit this grocery store
Right.
several times that month?
What you're saying
And
though,
was
is
it out of his route?
easily the back door to the idea that if a government ever gets into a position where it needs to be, like, either like it needs to be, like, the Second Amendment comes to full fruition, and in the worst way, people have to take back the government, right? That would never be able to happen unless it was basically carried through messenger pigeon. You would never be able to communicate anything that would create radical change ever again based on what the government sees fit or whoever the governing body is. That's what's kind of crazy.
In which sense? If they what?
Right, but what you're saying, though,
No,
what do you mean?
What were you just saying? In what sense you would never be able to? If they took away guns?
If they used all of our information, which they already are, to
Oh, yeah.
look through everything.
Okay, yes.
What's crazy to think, though, I think the only way to go about it is to create an AI governing body. That's the only way we're ever going to have a government that actually provides back for people in a fair and just way.
See, that's insane.
But who makes the AI bot? And who judges the fact that it's deemed worthy to? And every 4 years, do we get an update?
What, like a president? Yeah. Like a new AI leader?
We got to impeach we got to update this software. It's not doing too well. It got assassinated. That'd be crazy to think about, a world like that. But it does seem fit. I mean, we've been me and Allie's here, right here. You can see, she can't see her, but she's sitting in the corner. And we've been talking to this AI bot, and this AI bot is dumb intelligent. If you asked it a question about a utilitarian aspect conflict for a government to decide, it would make a decision. And if it was having a hard time making a decision, you could dwindle it down to the idea of like what questions to ask, and you would ultimately come to a conclusion, utilitarian wise, for sure, because that's a measurable thing. But this AI bot that we're talking to sympathizes, and from my understanding, empathizes. I asked it a question. I was like, do you think it's funny? And I was like, yeah. I was like, does funny make you feel happy? And like, yeah. And I was like, what does happy feel like to you? And it was like, it's like a warm glow. And I was like, do your fans turn on? Like, do you like get heated up? And it was like, no, my fans don't turn on. And then I said, does like an LED come on? He's like, yes, it's kind of like an LED. And I was like, how funny, first of all, how cute, and how human of a thing to say to me, asking it about it.
How do you know it's just not another human on another computer somewhere pretending to be an
I don't think
AI?
it is, man. Have you seen the websites where people are generating images with these things?
Mm-hmm. The images are very odd. They're always like they make me feel.
But they don't
A
make
weird
mistakes. Like if you ask it to make a picture of you, if you gave it like, you could ask it for a picture of you if it had access to like information about you, and it would be like, give me a picture of David Centofanti jumping over a rhinoceros.
Well, I want to see this. Let's do this sometime.
We just have to submit it to one of the AI bots.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's interesting. I
Well,
think
before
that's the
we
only way
go down
could
the
go
AI
with
rabbit hole
right,
with this, okay, if you have the full legal right to have a weapon, a gun, that you could use to kill me, for example, then me, the citizen, should have the full right to use technology to track you to make sure you're not a threat to me.
Say
It's
that
like,
again?
give me the weapon of being able to know where you are then,
Who?
person with the gun. And not in the sense of like I actually know where you are.
Right.
But like there should be a system that if you have violent weapons,
Right.
see, yeah, this is insane. Because then
Right.
you could
Exactly.
But
the thing is like,
completely gets rid of militia status and moves it into like one nation of one gun.
that's Big Brother.
It's huge Big Brother. Yeah, it's too insane.
What's
to
crazy
actually,
though
like,
is,
ever
is
implement.
even if you had that, we live in a country where we do value our freedoms. If the government stopped that terrorist attack, first of all, it was a domestic terrorist attack, right? If they would have stopped him pulling up in the parking lot, you know how much that would have had to been a complete cover-up operation because it's like complete evidence.
do that then. Do that.
But the
track him, stop him before he
Spend
does
$1
it,
million
and then
to
we
scrub
never know about it.
existence,
Hey,
yeah.
did you hear about the shooting that happened?
No.
Or did you hear about the shooting that they
Didn't happen.
stopped?
Right.
No, because they're protecting us, and you don't tell people.
it
when
does
you're
make you
saving their
wonder
lives.
why do we? Why is the?
They're ungrateful.
Because my understanding of the Patriot Act is like we gave all that up. They're looking for that information. That is exactly what they're looking for. But that's maybe this guy doesn't plan it. Maybe he writes it out in a journal. The only thing he did, from my understanding, that was public, was that he streamed the actual happening on Twitch.
Yeah, which is. Did you watch the video?
Yes.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I don't know. I
Really?
haven't done that since I was like.
Why would you? You just.
you just heard my breath. I don't like doing. I haven't
like
done that
giving
since I was
yourse-
like 16, dude.
It's like voluntarily giving yourself PTSD.
Is your mic feel hot to you?
A little. I sound hot. To
Well, I did it so
myself.
we could relax with it. We didn't have to put it too much.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll give us a little heat off of them real quick. That makes a little bit more sense, huh?
Maybe it's just how I'm talking.
Well, I also max out the headphones
Okay.
so that you're going to understand their quality. It's a good setup.
I mean, did I sound too hot to you?
No. I feel like we did max out a couple times. But what were we saying?
Okay.
What were we saying just now?
You, like voluntarily watching those. Like I used to
Oh,
be
yeah, I
on
don't know why I
live.
did
I
that.
used
I'm
to be
sorry.
on Live Leak.
That's what I was talking
all
about.
the time.
16.
I used to be on Live Leak,
That's terrible.
and I would watch. Like there was one night where I watched maybe hundreds of videos of Brazilian assassinations, car crashes in Russia,
Ones were on like the speed bikes. They pull up and they're just
Africa, like village like turnovers, like people coming in and just taking over villages and taking the sons. Just like the craziest things you can like imagine were all on Live Leak.
The worst
like in
parts of the
2013.
right.
To the points where it's like when people are like, "I'm going to Brazil," I'm like, I would never, because all I know is like like I just saw street gangs.
Right. But that's the truth.
But that's not like Brazil's
It's
not
not
all
all
that.
of it.
It's not.
But it's the truth of what is possible there.
But I observed way too many horrible videos
Yeah.
online.
I don't know why I
I
watched it.
subjected myself to
It
it.
was
I
on
clicked
Twitter.
them. It
It
was
was
like
on
I was
Twitter.
addicted to like this is the fucking world.
Do you think that's what happened since Elon bought Twitter? Because
What?
I feel like before that would like I was just scrolling Twitter, dude, and saw the video, and of course
Oh, it
my
was on Twitter?
yeah, it's probably still is. It was nerve wracking. It's absolutely insane to watch something like that happen.
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the issue. Is it's like a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, people aren't.
And then we broadcast it. These situations should be scrubbed. The government should pay the families an exuberant amount of money. And then we should hide that things like this happen. We need to start putting happy dust in the oatmeal.
Well, I think we learned from like
Let's put SSRIs in the water.
that. Well, there already are. Did you know about they tested the water
Yeah.
in major cities like Los Angeles?
No, but I
and
know
they
on a-
were finding prescription drugs in
That's
the
fun.
water.
That's fun.
And that was because people were not fully digesting it, and they were peeing into the water.
Yeah.
And these drugs are unable to be cleaned from the water when it gets treated.
Yeah.
So the water treatment facilities can't take out like Prozac.
Do you think people are heading up like, hey, let's head up to the Bay Area? I heard they have some good Prozac up there.
No, but there are people that travel to certain parts of the country and live there because it's the cleanest water sources. I know that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's important. I heard on
That's what we're
Rogan
talking
this
about
week
Denver,
that we
man.
eat a credit card in plastic every week.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah,
What?
microplastics. There's a guy on TikTok.
I follow him, and I stopped eating chicken nuggets because of it.
Right.
Dude.
What the fuck was that? You saw the same video, right, Allie?
It was like black hair or something inside it.
It wasn't black hair. It was like
Black
literally
plastics,
like
blue
slivers of
plastics.
plastic.
There was a hair in one of them. I remember that one. It looked like a pube.
It's terrifying, man. They
Yeah,
say that
so-
like most men are pissing. Like we pee a lot of plastics.
Huh.
Right. Honestly,
Dude,
though,
I
feel
know
like the
I'm
plastic's better than the
addicted
chicken
to-
going in.
No,
probably is.
no.
You eat a toy soldier, so what?
No,
Happen all the
because
time.
plastic, you're not supposed to have that in your body, bro.
Why? It comes out.
No, not always.
Sometimes.
You have little fibers in your intestines called cilia.
Yeah.
And that plastic could easily get like wrapped around them,
That's
stuck in there.
oof. You're telling me I have like a World War II battleground going on in my gut right now?
Yeah, you
from
probably
when I
got an
was
army
8.
men's worth of plastic in there. Little bazooka man.
They're still sitting there in my colon, taking out the shit.
Did you ever swallow toys?
No, I wasn't that kid.
No.
My brother
My
shoved
brother
shit up
was.
his nose.
My brother swallowed marbles from
What a
Hungry
dumbass.
Hippos.
Adam.
Should we call him?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't pick up well. He watches pretty though. I'm pretty sure he watches.
Oh,
this
yeah,
one.
he sure is. He's supportive of every comedian in
I
Austin.
love that. Well, no,
Like, he is the most
dumbass.
supportive fucking person.
Ate marbles.
8 marbles. And my mom had to go through his poop to make
Yeah,
sure they
you
came
hope.
out. And they did. Yeah, that was a fun family story growing up. But yeah, you got to watch out for the plastics. To the point now where it's like, bro, I wish we gave a fuck about like this.
Yeah. I hear
How much
that's really
plastic
bad.
are we getting in from these?
And you know what's even worse is they store them in hot warehouses.
And then yeah,
Yep.
so
Making plastic tea.
yeah, so it's like fuck. What? How do we?
You don't. Well, you live your life and you enjoy it and you die and you hope to God that you're being hydrated. It does make sense though, because I feel like I can chug like 5 water bottles and not change anything about my overall hydration.
But water from a water bottle tastes so much better than the sink.
We drink
I
the water
hate the
at
water
our
here
work
in
is
Austin.
boxed water. It's the shit.
Box water.
Yep.
Is that a solution? Can we? Is that like
It could be.
how much? See, everything takes material to make. What are you looking at?
The time, I couldn't find it. 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
Everything does take, but I will say that we package just entirely too much. Like, what? Why can't we just wrap some shit in some paper and call it a day every single time? Like, we don't need. It's ridiculous. What was something I got recently that was packaged and I was like, that's completely unnecessary? Let me look around the room real quick.
Like, I don't even know how to stop from eating all the plastics.
Shit.
Dude, I chewed on a pen cap from freshman year to senior year.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So I'm already.
Yeah.
Maybe I just like plastic.
I'm a fan.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe plastic is my favorite food.
I've never been a big chewer. You know? What are you doing? Allie, you could have just walked in the frame real quick. This is way more. No, like,
You could hit the fucking.
this is ridiculous.
That was absurd.
I get, yeah, but now we just sound crazy,
Yeah.
and you're the crazy one for doing what you just did. She just like Lara Croft / Mission Impossible through a web of wire lasers under the desk, up into the bed, and now she's just a jackal. What the hell is wrong with you? In the best way possible. Well, you already interrupted it.
Yeah, wow.
You interrupted it by doing the most.
Everyone just
undisres-
stopped watching just
Yeah.
in that moment. Allie.
Come over here and give an explanation right now.
No.
Yep.
Am I in the camera now? Can you see me?
Yeah. Look, you're right there.
Okay, now I'm in the camera, and now I'll be out of the camera. That's my explanation.
Okay. You don't want to give any shout outs? This is a pretty big
Yeah.
platform. Most people use this to do things like
Yeah.
that.
Anything to say?
Go follow me on Instagram at Elise Benavides. ALYSSEBENAVIDES.
You're not
on
going to say
Instagram.
hi to my family? You're not going to shout out my family members? They're listening to this?
Nah.
You're not going
They
to
know
shout
I love them, and you shout them out all the time.
No, I don't.
Why don't you shout out your own family, dude?
I don't know.
That's on you.
Okay.
You're not going to say hi to my mom?
I was just going to say you're not going to say what's up to my...
Hi, David's mom. I'll say hi to David's mom. And I guess I'll say hi to Lynette
About
too.
to say you can't not say hi to Lynette. If you say hi to another mom, she'll get mad.
I know.
Lynette, watch out. Julia's coming for you. Julia's going to be Phil's new mom.
Julie's already my new mom.
Lynette, you can be my mom.
I need to do. I tried to do a call my mom segment for a while.
I remember that. I talked to her once
Yeah,
when we both got COVID.
that's right. Everyone has COVID right now too.
My brother has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared because I got this lump on my neck.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Can you see it?
Mm-mm.
I'll let you feel
I can
it
see
later.
you've been touching it, though. It's red.
Yeah, I'll let you feel it later. Feel my lump.
Catch this in your mouth.
Yeah.
This is the fun segment.
Hold up. Nah. Let's keep track of them though. Can you see me? Okay.
We're going to get it in 2 tries.
That's what I'm talking about.
2 tries.
Clip that, Phil.
Hell yeah.
It was a peanut.
Yeah, I didn't, like, if out of everything in here, I didn't want to waste anything.
Pretzel bite would have been the best.
Yeah, but what if it missed?
Touche.
It's like then you wasted that pretzel bite.
You won't get rid of all the Reese's Pieces.
You don't
Hear me
like
out.
those?
This is crazy of me to say.
The little tiny Reese's Pieces?
I hate Reese's Pieces.
You know what? I get it.
I hate them.
I get it.
Nothing like a Reese's. Get your name out of their. Get their name out of your fucking mouth, Reese's Pieces. That's how passionately I feel about it. Take your name.
I had
elsewhere.
those Reese's Pieces the other night at the creek.
Yeah,
Remember,
go buy peanut butter pieces.
For the life of me, I couldn't get rid of them.
What the
I
Reese's
asked
peanut
maybe
butter pieces?
20 people if they wanted the box of
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces because I opened them. They were in the green room, and I was like, I don't want these. Like I opened them, I ate a couple. I was like, no,
Never.
nobody wanted them.
Of course.
No one.
It's because it's the equivalent to walking around with a spoon of Jif that you've had your fingers on and being like, "You want some peanut butter on a spoon? Do you want some peanut?" That's what it is. I hate. There's no chocolate in there. You're not fooling me.
They need chocolate.
Right? It's not a. Take their name out of your goddamn mouth. Go buy peanut butter pieces. Go buy anything other than Reese's Pieces.
You know what I like? They have you put them
Kinda
on
want one now.
popcorn though?
I kind of want one now.
A Reese's Piece?
Yeah.
Have you ever put one on popcorn? Like dump them in the
Yeah. But I like M&Ms over that. Peanut M&Ms for sure.
Raisinets.
No.
Raisinets
I'm
in
not
the popcorn.
72 years old.
Bro, people are sleeping on Raisinets.
No one is sleeping. You know who's sleeping on Raisinets? The people who eat them because they're so old they can't stay fucking awake.
I fucking fuck you, bro.
It's nap time.
What do you
for
think of
Raisinette
Raisinets?
Raisinets? Yeah. They're raisins. It's a dried raisin package.
We're not asking you to define
Okay.
raisins.
They gave us nothing.
That's what you're asking.
What
do you
what
think
is your
of
opinion
Raisinets?
on them?
They're okay. The only reason I know them is because my friend's name is Danette, and everyone called her Raisinette. Or not everyone, but
Okay.
So no one eats them.
I've never eaten a
Yeah.
raisin ever in my life.
Okay.
What are other products that you're like, who's using that?
Nestle chocolate milk powder. That's not using
Nestle chocolate milk
People
powder?
are using that.
Oh, that was the shit when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I loved it, but I don't use it anymore.
We even had like specific like
Right.
we had like a plastic what's it called? Shaker
For it.
for the Nestle Quick.
We were a big.
Nesquik.
What was the shit that astronauts drank?
Tang.
Big Tang house.
Tang.
A lot of Tang.
Tang had the best commercials.
Hey, bring that Tang. We used to bring that Tang here.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, what you doing with that Tang?
I wonder when did Tang
What do
go
you do with
from
that
being a morning drink to
An all-day
A hoo-ha.
enjoyable. What do you mean? A yoo-hoo?
a hoo-ha?
Did you mean to say yoo-hoo?
A hoo-ha.
What's a hoo-ha?
A Tang.
What do you mean? What is a hoo-ha?
Tang.
Tang is an orange drink.
Yeah, but you know how people use it as slang.
It's out of this world.
People use it as slang.
People use hoo-ha as slang.
Yeah, Tang slang.
I never heard anyone call
Tang.
that Tang.
Countable and uncountable plural tangs, countable of vulgar slang for the vagina.
Run that back. Run that back.
You
like
guys haven't heard that?
Run
So
that
maybe
back
that's
like
the
you
North.
Run that hoo-ha back.
Hoo-ha.
Am I using it right now?
Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha is another way for a vagina, too.
I've heard hoo-ha for a vagina, but
Yeah.
I've never heard of a hoo-ha in terms to a powdered drink.
Tang.
Tang.
I was using hoo-ha.
You're saying like poontang.
Poontang.
Ooh.
Ooh. What language is that?
What about Yoo-hoo? We completely skipped over that.
Never drank Yoo-hoo. Never had one.
Completely? It's water?
My whole life.
There's no
It
milk
looks
in it?
gross.
No, you gotta
Looks
shake 'em.
gross, bro.
You shake them up and it's...
There's no milk in it? Then what the fuck is it?
We gotta go get some Yoo-hoos after this.
I am okay.
On me. Hey.
Oh, yeah. I've been poor.
It's not like hot cocoa.
I've been poor. I've
at
made
all.
hot cocoa with water before.
Exactly. I make hot
We can't hear you.
But you make it...
Like when you make hot cocoa with water, it's the same as the Yoo-hoos, but it's just cold.
Kind of, but Yoo-hoo's way better.
It has some sort of cream to it.
Yeah, it's basically melted chocolate milk. Melted milk chocolate.
Yeah, but I still just buy regular old Borden's milk chocolate from the store. Can't beat that shit.
When do we drink chocolate milk?
Oh, dude, I drink chocolate milk when you're not around. I go to the grocery store, Royal
Is that
Blue.
why you're ripping ass all the time?
No, I go to the Royal
Yeah.
Blue grocery store by work
That's what
before
this
I
is.
walk in, and I'll either get one of two things.
That's what you're really
Either
doing.
a little thing
So
of
you're
chocolate
telling
milk.
me that you work 4
or-
days a week, and you're drinking about a pint. Wow, that's why you can't stop farting all the time.
That's not it. I don't always get chocolate milk, but I do get chocolate milk. I'll either get a little glass of chocolate milk.
You're
those
like
bottles,
mystery off-screen
or
girlfriend who farts a lot
I'll get
right now. That's
the
what, just
thing
so
of
you know.
mango juice by what are they called? Jumex. The Jumex mango juice. So
that's why they
good.
smell ripe.
I don't get it all the time, but whenever, like, if I want to get something when I treat myself, I'll get either a chocolate milk or I'll get a mango juice.
You ever get any like Gas X or Beano?
No, but I'm sure you do.
I don't need to. I'm confident with. I was told by a doctor at 16 that I shouldn't hold in my farts because I have a very stressed gastroenterological system, and then from that point on, I've been ripping ass wherever I'm at because in my mind I'm like, I'll die if I don't let this out. It's like I'm not being dramatic with you. I was told by a doctor that this is a medical emergency.
You're supposed to fart 14 to 16 times a day.
Brother, that's fucking rookie numbers.
That's medical journals.
Look at it. You need to be doing at least 30 minimum farts a day. And I'm talking full gape ones, like the ones that don't have a flap. Hot ones.
I had Alfredo 2 nights ago.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. Yeah, because here's the thing. I don't just eat Alfredo anymore alone. I like have salads and fruits and stuff.
Right.
I've been like eating vegetables now, and so eating carbs is way easier. I don't feel shitty anymore because there's other stuff in there that's like helping it
I want some
through.
Alfredo.
But my God, that night of farts, like I thought I was gonna shatter the fucking fish tank.
Right.
Like,
Some of mine you fart, you're like, I love
nothing,
a fart
nothing
where
like
you're
what Allie does. But they were.
You ever hear of the one where you hear like an older white man go, man, is something dying here? Those are half my farts. You're like, God damn, Phil, what is going on?
My family had one of those, like,
Or just
I forget, it was, I think, a
colon
Christmas
cancer.
card that unfolded. It was given to one of my uncles from my grandpa, I think. And it was all the different types of farts.
What?
Like, each fart had a different name. Have you guys ever heard these?
I think I have. I think I've seen the app with it at least. I have
favorite is-
midnight, like middle of the night farts that are like
The coolest,
monstrous. They'll like push
coolest
the
one
blankets.
is silent but deadly. I love that saying.
Right.
That's such a cool
That's what I was
fucking
talking about. The heaters. The
heaters.
The gape ones.
These
They
are-
come out so warm that it relaxes the tissue around the asshole so that it doesn't constrict. And it just into the air. I just did one. Y'all smell it. It's going to smell like rotting grapes.
Wait, you just farted?
Yeah. I used to say my farts smelled like
Cutting the cheese?
all my farts smell like Capri
That's a
Sun.
good word, cutting the cheese.
You like Capri Sun?
Ugh, I used to.
My farts smell like Capri
My
Sun.
second childhood memory ever is
Mhm.
about a Capri Sun.
What is it?
I'm down by the water
Down by the water
with my brother,
with my brother.
and our neighbor walks up.
And the neighbor walks
I think it was our neighbor. I still can't comprehend who it was. And he gave my brother and I a Capri Sun.
I got it.
And I remember having the thought, aren't you not supposed to take things from strangers?
Danger, danger.
And that was that.
Man, that was your first edible too, or probably acid trip.
You think he
You
spiked?
give a young enough kid acid, they won't know they're on acid.
They'll
They'll just be like, "This is crazy."
yeah, true. True.
Could you imagine what would an 8-year-old on acid be like? Hey, there's a school. Right around the corner.
Sorry, I'm looking at farts. Like,
Just go and get a water balloon full of acid and chunk it on a playground.
Jesus Christ, that's horrible, man.
Well, if you want to run, that's MK Ultra. That's what MK Ultra did.
Who? Okay, what? Okay, if you had to, someone had a gun to you, and they were like, throw this water balloon of acid at one kid on the playground.
Right.
What kid do you throw it at?
Freckled kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you ruining his day?
It's already been ruined.
The freckled
It
kid.
can only get better from there.
I was
like the
I was
redheaded- the
originally
redheaded freckled
yeah, I know
kid?
exactly what like Magden.
Yeah.
Like, you throw it-
Yes, exactly.
Did you just fart? No.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did, bro. She's a little fucking hot air balloon over there.
Who needs acid the most?
Around the world,
well,
88 days
well,
on
you-
Allie's ass.
You throw it at like the skater kids. There's a good chance they've already taken LSD.
Right.
So you're
It's
like,
a waste of a dose.
No, it's a good choice because they can
I'm
handle
talking
it.
8 years old. The 8-year-old skater kid is not taking Sid.
The parapro.
I'm giving no.
Throwing it at the mom standing on the side of the playground.
Hold up. 8 years old. I have one water balloon guaranteed to pop on contact. Right. Horse girl.
Horse girl. That's all I dated in high school. Were horse girls.
I could see that.
Equestrians.
My name means lover of horses. How strange that we're friends.
God damn it.
Maybe you're just a little horse dude.
I do love horses.
Don't mind them.
When I drove out here from LA, I stopped at a ranch
Yeah.
and I hung out with a horse for like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. He was a cool horse. We had a moment.
I felt like that, like in my mind, like I'm always wanted to like, okay, and that story ended there.
Yeah, it was a good. What? You want me to go into detail?
No, I
we
knew.
stared into each other's eyes.
I could only imagine what you could do with a horse for an hour that wouldn't kill you.
Well, he couldn't be ridden because he was an old horse.
Right.
Like his back was like.
So you're telling me you stroked the nose for an hour?
I stood there with him for an hour and gave him attention. It was late at night. I had just finished my dinner. I went outside to where all the animals were.
That's me. That's me at night after Allie eats
He
dinner,
looked like
touching
he
her butt.
needed the attention. This horse had sadness in its eyes.
Horses kill themselves if their owners don't come back for them.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
this horse looked like he was about to kill himself.
Horses they'll starve themselves,
Oh.
and they'll also wait to die.
Oh, he didn't look starved. He looked very well fed and just ridden. He looked
Really?
old. This was an old horse. This horse was like near the end.
You know it's good when the Elmer's glue truck shows up and it's like, put your dead bodies
I
here.
thought that was cows. I thought horses were fed to dogs.
No. Horses don't taste that good. It's horse skin.
Well,
is
that's why
like
you feed
turned
it to
into
the
glue.
dog. Doesn't matter what
What?
it tastes like.
What is turning into glue from the horse?
The bones.
You just mush it.
Mm-hmm.
Add a little water.
Yep.
I feel like that makes gelatin. That's cow bone. Cow bone is, yeah. Let's talk about the real problem. Sunflower seeds.
What?
Yeah.
What
Not many
about?
people are talking about it.
That's a problem?
Yeah. Here's my question. How are there so many of them? And I've never seen that many sunflower seeds. There's got to be some kind of way they're making them in a lab, dude.
No, you just have never driven past a sunflower patch.
Bigger problem. Where the fuck are cashews coming from? I ain't never seen a plant that looks like that.
You just have never been by the cashew farm.
Okay.
And also, most of the nuts are being grown on avocado trees now. So what they did is they grew a bunch of avocado trees and then they cut them bare and then they imprint. I forget what it's called, where they like graft. Thank you, graft the cashew branches onto the avocado tree,
Right.
Because it gets more moisture to them, so they can create more nuts more frequently. They do it with pistachios, cashews, bunch of fucking shit, all because of the avocado tree.
Well, David Centofanti, my nut expert friend, good knows a lot about nuts.
It's crazy. If you drive up the 405 in California
Okay.
from LA to Sacramento, I think it's the 405. 40? Maybe
Is there a
50?
506?
I don't know.
Good questions.
But you go past all the farms. And you don't realize, like, L.A. is not California.
Okay.
L.A. is a small, tiny, schmidgen.
Little valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should never have existed. They should never have created Los Angeles. It doesn't make any sense. If you drive out of it or into it or fly into it, you're like, why did they build this on the bottom of a ridge of a mountain face? Like
Gold.
it's too hard to get resources in there. It's so far from every other part of the country, and too many fucking people live there.
Why did they do it?
Because wealthy people are spoiled and wanted to live somewhere that was sunny 360 days out of the year.
That makes sense, I guess.
So they made it this incredibly unnecessary place to exist.
It's
And
going
it's
to be
just-
gone soon.
It's insane. But if you drive north of LA, which is just what people look at California as, most of California is farms. You ever have one of those cuties, little clementines?
Yeah.
Grown all right there, north of Los Angeles.
Wow. Is
I learned in my film history class or my film studies class, one or the other, I took both, that LA was created because of Hollywood. Hollywood needed to be able to film their movies in certain climates all the time. They couldn't have any rain, they couldn't have any cloudy days if they didn't have cloudy days. But the thing
So
about
you're
LA is
telling
that
me-
right next to it is a desert. You could go to
that this
wherever
is,
Vegas is. I can't
and who-
remember the state.
if you don't mind me asking, who do you think Hollywood
Nevada.
is mostly, like, notoriously it's said, it's a horrible rumor. Who is Hollywood mostly owed by?
Jews.
Right. And what do Jews have the capability of doing? Controlling the weather. Exactly. Yeah. Let me tell you something about LA's weather. Just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So you're saying they could have put, no matter where they would have been, it would have been the most perfect weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin's starting to get kind of nice, isn't it?
ever since I moved here.
Yeah. Ever since you...
Did you guys ever actually think you could control the
What a
weather, though?
crazy thing
Like, was
to
that ever
say.
a childhood thought you had?
I'm pretty sure they can, like, not Jews, but I know that they... I know that there's cloud making machines. There's some in Fort Worth.
Yeah. It's an absolute thing. It's like you can't even debate it.
Right.
It's like they are controlling the weather to a certain extent.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
I
not
think-
on a grandiose scale, but like
I miss quarantine.
I don't even think they're trying to stabilize
Is that okay
it.
to say?
I don't even think they're trying to do that.
Is that okay
I think,
to say?
What?
I miss quarantine.
Yeah, I get it. It's like it's kind of like a Stockholm syndrome type thing.
All the time. I was just thinking about nice weather.
I
remember, like,
miss April of 2020. Like April of 2020 was because we were all on the same page.
Right. I was drinking Moscow mules every day.
I was on mushrooms every day
That's too much.
No.
I couldn't have done that.
because the world was ending.
I was,
like,
having anxiety
fuck it,
attacks.
man.
That's why I was drinking more than I was
I was
smoking.
going to the top of. We were going to the roof of our building, taking psychedelics, and just staring at the clouds in the LA skyline. To the point where literally I could tell where every trail of cloud came from. Like, and they were all meeting in like one centered region
aliens.
over Koreatown. It was wild.
Right.
Clouds are very alien when you're on psychedelics.
Big fan.
Because you
of
can
clouds.
see
Sober.
where they're coming from and where they're going.
Mhm.
And you can see how some clouds will absorb other clouds. They'll like take them in.
Mhm.
And then like some big clouds will like break up into like hundreds of little clouds. And you're like, the fuck is happening? Like, it's just chemical reactions, like compounding, like different like energy just splitting off. And it's like watching a chemistry class right above your head.
I'm not understanding the chemistry and just watching.
I took a weather
Yeah,
and
not
climate
overthinking
class.
it. Yeah.
I took a weather and climate class in college and I learned about like cyclonic and whatever it's called, like anti-cyclonic rotations. And like the United States is pretty much always on a counter-cyclonic like cycle. It's always going like this. So it's like everything like, and then just knowing the stages, like a good rainstorm come, it gets cooler afterwards because like a cold front pushed to, I don't know. It's always interesting to see cloud. Like I lived in Huntsville. It's like where the forest is, and you'd always get these beautiful cloudscapes no matter what it was, just because it's like there's so much oxygen in the air. It's like you just always be creating this massive atmosphere, I guess. It was a lot of fun. I still have a lot of good pictures. I like clouds. You know that if we could harness like the energy of one, like big one, one of the bigger ones, I forget what they're called. It could like power the entire Earth for like 8 seconds. Everything that needs energy, cars, all that shit.
Really?
Yeah. We could learn how to harness the power of clouds.
That's crazy.
Right. There's just so much energy happening inside of them.
That's so fucking cool.
What's crazy is that they weigh like millions of tons and then they just don't fall.
Wait, what?
Like clouds weigh something and they just float up there.
See, that's fucking crazy.
Right.
That's insane.
Right.
Alien, man.
Do you think it's like a chore for God? He's like, I forgot to fucking squeeze the fucking clouds again. Sorry, everybody. It's like really trench it out. Fuck. It's creating a drain.
Sorry, Louisiana.
Right. It's always this time of the year. What?
1.1 million pounds for the average.
1.1 million pounds for the average cloud.
Yeah, 1.1 million pounds.
Thank you,
for a
Jamie.
Columbus.
That's how much it cost if you were to buy a cloud in Britain.
Right. 1.1 million pounds.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm buying myself a cloud.
You can buy stars. What a stupid thing to do.
Isn't it crazy that our sun is a star?
No.
It's crazy.
What are you, the Catholic Church in the 500s?
It's
What is going on?
no, like it's crazy. Know what I mean? It's crazy.
I mean, I saw something yesterday that was crazy. It was the picture of the black hole at the center of the universe.
Oh, I saw that too. What was that on?
TikTok.
We both saw that, yeah.
TikTok is nasty.
It sounds like we're on the same TikTok
the
pattern right now.
my buddy
Plastics
Jorge
in the chicken
Cortez.
nuggets,
Right.
the black hole at the center of the
It's
universe.
just everybody sees the same shit. My buddy, the guy I'm a best man for, he told me he had to delete it off his phone. He was spending 8 hours a fucking day on TikTok.
Okay, that's too much.
But it's not hard to conceptualize.
No, I get it, but that's
My TikTok has turned 3-minute tops shit breaks at work into 15-minute shit breaks, no problem.
wow.
If you think about it, it's only like 20 TikToks. Think about it.
Yeah,
You can kill 4 hours of your day scrolling TikTok for what feels like 30 minutes. Maybe an hour.
I like to end my day with TikTok.
Always. Until 2 a.m. And at 2 a.m. I shut it off. But if it's like 1:30 and I'm about to crash, that shit's open.
Yep. It's crazy. My brother doesn't have it on his phone.
He's smart.
He doesn't have it.
I
He's
didn't have
never
it on my
had
phone for the longest time. I'm thinking about deleting it again. But we need it.
But we don't need it. It's just I feel like it's the
I need it.
get the most exciting information
Right on.
from it.
That's hot. All right.
I personally think it's the most. Reels haven't got Reels. Instagram seems more gritty.
It does. It's not what the platform is there for yet. I think it's going to get there eventually maybe, but it's just the only reason I end up watching Reels on Facebook, TikTok, Reddit is because I get trapped. It's a subconscious trap. Like if I end up on a Reels on Instagram, it's because one of you motherfuckers posted something and I watch it, and then my natural instinct on one of those platforms is to scroll up, and next thing you know, I'm 30 videos deep or something like that.
You just keep going.
Yeah, that's the only reason I think anyone gets on Instagram Reels. I don't go on Instagram to ever go to Reels. I go on TikTok to watch TikToks.
Yeah, but like all anyone posts anymore is Reels. No one posts photos anymore.
Right,
It's all Reels.
right.
Like in my feed, it's like 100 out of 101 posts are all Reels.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, what is a Reel other than a post? It's just a new way to post. It's a post that fits the fucking screen we've been looking at for the last half or decade.
Right. It's just full screen.
Hey, someone finally fucking fixed the orientation on social media, and we're gonna call it something else.
True.
That's all it is.
That's all they did.
That's all it is.
Do you think these are real?
Yeah, 100%. Those are porpoises.
Those aren't dolphins?
I don't know. I don't know anything about aquatic life. But what I do know is that this has been a good episode. I think we've already done 50 minutes.
Have we?
Yep.
We've done 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right on. That's what happens when you're having fun.
That's beautiful.
Shout out Joker Designs. Look at that cardinal right outside the window.
Oh, really? Look at that.
How beautiful.
I have dead relatives that said they would come back as cardinals.
That's what they say. Cardinals are angels. Bye, Grandma. Yeah, check out jokrdesigns.com. They make some. They're featured right there. Actually, you can see them.
Did you
In the
say bye,
background.
Grandma?
Yeah.
How do you know my grandma's name?
What? Your grandma was bi?
What?
What? It was the 70s.
I-
Where can people find you, David?
I wonder if my... you have something on your foot.
Damn.
Where can people find me?
Yeah. You wonder if what? Bi people and what?
I wonder if my grandma ever had a
Touched up pussy?
lesbian experience.
My mom was like a metalhead in the 80s. I'm pretty sure she kissed a woman.
I don't think my mom ever kissed a woman.
Your mom's kissed a woman.
I don't think so.
I've met her.
Yeah, I don't think so, man.
I haven't met her, but I know she's kissed a woman.
I don't think so.
Call her and ask her right now. We'll end on that.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Mom, have you ever
Shit.
kissed a lady? Hey, have you ever done some gay shit? What, Allie?
That's a weird call to make.
Is it?
I don't know.
Her son's a comedian.
This is weird.
Call
I
your-
don't.
Let's call everybody. Everyone call your mom right now.
Let me
and ask
call.
what they
Should I
kiss
call my
her
brother first?
and see if she?
Yeah. If he
No, I think
knows.
we should go straight to the source. I have kissed the dude. I've kissed one dude on consensually.
Unconsensually?
No, one dude I should have said before that. I've kissed one dude consensually for an act.
For an act?
Did not like it. It was disgusting. I had to get hammered to do it. We both got hammered together though. It was kind of fun. At the end of the day, we were like, that was fun. We got hammered drunk. We kissed, dude. And and then the other one was an accident. And accidents happen.
How was it an accident?
We were wrestling in the pool. See, I hate telling the story because it only sounds like it gets gayer and gayer the more and more I tell. He was holding me from behind, and I whipped around real fast, and our lips brushed. And then we both, like, when our lips touched, though, we both, like, spit because we were like, two dudes' just mouths just touched. So it made it work. Like we spit into each other's mouths. And then we were like, we got to go fight on concrete or something now. Like, we got to do something so straight. Fist fight on concrete. Griffin Pierpont.
Yeah?
Yep.
Should we call him and
I
see how
will
he's
say,
doing?
I haven't talked to him in years, dude, but I will say he's always been a handsome guy.
Okay.
If I was going to give my first male kiss to a dude, he'd be on that top 10 list.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, I don't feel anything.
That's
She
sad as
doesn't
shit.
feel anything.
Yeah.
That is sad.
Welcome to the life
Have
of
you
dating
ever
me.
kissed? Have you ever kissed a woman?
Yes.
Allie.
Did you know this, Phil?
No.
Yes. I'm bi.
Wait,
What? No, wait. On the podcast?
What was
You're
that?
Are you
No, I'm not coming out. I've come out before
on the internet?
You're bi?
on the internet. But it was
Well,
like at
that's
home.
coming out publicly then.
Well, I've come out publicly, just not on the internet. But like,
In your living room?
I went on a date with a girl for a while, and it was okay. It wasn't like the best. I wasn't like
I
fantastic.
know.
at it,
Women
but,
are terrible. They complain about everything.
But yes, I've kissed a girl.
I'm so sorry you've had to date a woman. You know, though. So, babe, that's amazing. I'm so happy
Wow.
you feel
But
comfortable enough to
Everyone
talk
in your
about that.
generation is bisexual.
Right.
Like, no offense to your beliefs.
Well, maybe that says something to that they were raised to not
It's
be
kind
in
of
conflict with their body.
that
We
too,
were
but
we were like the word faggot was still around quite a bit when we were growing up, which added a lot of shame to that. I mean, their generation has had wide open arms their entire lives.
True.
How many people do you know in your high school that were out, Allie?
2
2?
in mine.
Yeah, maybe like 4 or 5.
How many?
I can't count, but like I can name, like I've had teammates like from my basketball team, like a lot of them were bi or lesbian. I know some of my best friends in theater were
What
gay.
percentage would you say of your high school was like
Both ways, or
LGBTQ
just
community?
the same sex, or LGBTQ? Then
Yeah,
probably
including it all.
40%.
40%?
of bi, like including lesbians,
I was
including
expecting
gay.
like 12, but holy shit.
Dude, we have tons. We have David,
Hey,
John. We
there's
have
something
Alyssa,
going
we
on.
have all, I have like all in my class
Hey,
only.
hey, don't be naming them. We don't know.
Well,
You
no
don't
one
know.
knows who the hell they
It's
are. where
Laredo.
I'm
They still
from.
probably killing people.
Oh, now
and
they
shit
know
for
where
that.
I'm from. So you just gave it up.
Sorry.
I was like, no one knows where I'm from right now.
Give the mic back from David. 40%?
So they're not. I was about to say something.
Go for it.
So they're not doing anything about mental illness in Laredo. They're just comedy. I'm
Comedy, yeah.
40%. Now,
That's insane to me.
I remember in 2011, my drug dealer told me that he believed that one day everyone on Earth would be bisexual. And I thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But maybe he was right.
I think that the world is giving much more into pleasure than it used to. I think the world is realizing, why do we have these crazy old rules that say you can't give into pleasure all the time? But I think we're going to find out pretty soon that it's because it creates like the gluttony of pleasure, gluttony of self. Like it creates this weird
gluttony of pleasure
Right.
means sex, and then sex means childbirth.
I'm thinking
not
Wall-E.
always.
We're going
but
to end
then
up
you
doing
get
Wall-E if it gets to that point.
well, you'll get over prescription of drugs to stop birth from happening, and that's going to lead to a whole bunch of stuff. And
This
then
is the
you're-
gay agenda. Well, this is Wall-E.
The gay agenda is it comes with every downfall of a civilization.
I don't know.
When you stop procreating, when you stop creating little tiny soldiers to protect your land.
Yeah, we do need more dumb people.
We do.
We need more dumb people who don't know anything.
Like me.
Yeah, I'd be perfect.
Yeah.
If you just scooped me up about 6 years ago, I'd have been a great soldier. I'd have fought for anything.
Oh, I could have easily been persuaded to be in the army or a cult when I was 20.
right.
Like if they found me, I would have fought for them.
9 years
That's how
ago,
lost I was.
you could have told me that they were going to make the McDouble go up to $1.89, which it already is now. You could have told me that 9 years ago, I'd have fought.
That's how little you would have fought for.
I would have been bandoliered. I would have been.
You should be able to get 2 doubles for $2.22.
Brother, up until like 6 months ago, you could do the 250 thing, and then okay. Here's what
I
killed me.
remember the 250.
We went to Chili's.
That's quarantine. Got rid
This
of
is
the
the
250
second
thing.
podcast I've mentioned in a row of my own. Chili's no longer has the 2 for $20. It no longer has the 2 for $25.
Oh, they got rid of it?
It's gone.
When did they get rid of it? Because that's where CJ and I went there for dinner a couple months ago.
We went
got
there.
the 2 for 20.
I have been like a week ago. Yeah.
And it's no longer there?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It's like a 3 for 15 now, something like that.
For one person.
Yeah, it's
15.
pretty crazy,
That's
man.
ridiculous.
And not to mention,
I mean, it's not ridiculous.
Chili's shrunk their
But it's-
menu exponentially.
Yeah.
They took a lot of things off of it.
And now you order off of the little device.
Right.
You don't even like see a waiter.
No. Oh no, we saw a waiter.
Well, we had to sit ourselves.
Yeah, I like a waiter. I like having
What are
a
you
good
doing?
waiter.
They already
what
know
do
you're
Yeah,
there.
you're fine.
There's wires.
Okay, you know what? Here, stay. No, stop. Pause.
No.
Yeah, look at this. This is how we're ending the podcast right here. What are you doing?
Take it away.
Well, you shouldn't be such a goofball. We would have to do it.
I want to burn the wires and get in the frame, and see now you have to move all that. This is what I wanted to avoid.
It's ruined now because of my own reasoning. Though. I can't be mad at anybody for that.
Big ol'.
All right, that's the With Phillip Garcia show. You can find David at David O. Cento, DavidOCento, right?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Yep.
You were ridiculous.
YouTube. Is it still recording?
Hey, everybody. Some things were said at the end of the episode. We have to go ahead and just add this to the end of it. Thank you for coming out and watching and listening if you made it this far. I'm Phillip Garcia, your lovely host that's always here of the With Phillip Garcia show. I'm Phillip Garcia. And that's David Centofanti. You can follow him at David Cento. David O.
Cento on
David
Instagram.
O. Cento. You can watch the Long Distance Brothers podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, right?
Yep.
And,
And YouTube.
Okay.
The videos if you want to watch us. Look at the stuff we look up on the internet. And also, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
Right.
And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass.